Hello and welcome back to another episode of Hex Asians with me, your friendly host Dheeraj. Uh, Apologies for not streaming on the regular timing, which is Monday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But today, yesterday, I was feeling a bit down. Um, so I chose not to. Let's see. I do hope a few people join. YouTube is acting a bit funny. Not YouTube, but StreamYard. Even though I am watching myself on live stream, I can't see the viewer count. So I'll wait. And for those watching on replay, please turn the speed to 2x. It's much easier on the ear. And if you can let me know in comments what you guys are drinking. I was having some hot coffee with vanilla. No, I don't want to have any innuendos involved. Was just drinking some hot vanilla coffee from Big Brew. Not not a sponsored stream, but hey, it is local brand. Not the best, but there is an old saying like in term or what sailors say in during a storm any port is okay, so that should be fine. Uh, yes, at least I have one viewer, Read Mac, my kebab kebabayan. um, he's saying how it's going. I got hazelnut coffee today. Yes, that yes, I like hazelnut coffee. I keep it for special occasions. For, for regular days, plain vanilla does better. How is it going? Well, everything is carrying on. You know, first, let me kind of get over the sad news that I heard today. That is the passing away of uh, Dr. Michael Parenti. If you haven't heard of him, maybe you are living in a invented reality. That is, I think, second most famous book, Inventing Reality, which was kind of copied by Noam Chomsky to write Manufacturing Consent. Uh, like, yeah, Manufacturing Consent is more kind of reader friendly. Inventing Reality is more like a textbook of how the whole military industrial educational complex has hijacked media and what and it is what we see right now. So yeah, rest in power, I would say, to Michael Parenti, one of the like. And I think I discovered his work a bit late, towards in the past, just in I think a couple of years ago. If you can listen to his speeches or lectures on YouTube, very enlightening. So that was what I call eating the toad, like get off with the bad news up front so we can go. maybe look at some better news, even though there is very little. Um, yes, the title of the stream, what has we come to is was kind of di- uh, yesterday I was feeling a bit down, disheartened, mainly because huh, after a long time I just checked my X feed, and like I logged of X once again because yes, the Minnesota incident involving the ICU nurse who pretty uh, like it's a sad thing, and what disheartened me is the way people are reacting. Like it shouldn't be a partisan issue. Like this is like what happened was wrong, and people are some people are kind of celebrating his death is, and it like not only disgusts me, but it kind of makes me feel is this world worth saving? There are a lot of things going on. Uh, Even the till like a couple of years ago, Kali Yuga narrative was like not really mainstream, but now it is kind of becoming mainstream. Yes, we are living in degenerate times. I don't know how things will work, but for crypto, there has been kind of good news, not uh, exactly very good, but some of the things that happen. Let me go through the checklist or my notes. Sorry for the bad video feed, but I think the audio feed should be better. So, and anyways, the low resolution kind of hides the blemishes on my face. So I I like it this way. And I see a few people have joined watching. All I request is for you to stay on the live stream and increase the engagement metric. If you can, just say hi, K, goodbye, whatever you want in chat. If but if you even if you don't like what you are hearing, maybe just mute the stream and let it play in background. Just don't click away. That is all I ask. Yes. So not really latest news, but Uh, as you guys might have heard, the developers of the Samurai wallet got arrested. I think this case is still going on. I don't have the latest updates, but the White House has declared that the Bitcoin that was forfeited as part of the Samurai case, basically stole Bitcoin that was stolen by the government. It has been added to the US strategic reserve instead of being sold off. So it's kind of better for crypto, but how long will it stay in the reserves? GOK, God only knows. But in God we trust. So yeah, that's going on. And also, we are say there is also news that the White House considers pulling its support for a crypto market structure bill amid a Coinbase standoff. Uh, well, we discussed this in the last live stream that what mm, yeah, yeah. So what it was, the bill proposed kind of prohibits the issuers of stable coins from giving interest on just holding stable coins. You can get interest by staking or any transactions, etc. But not for just holding on to stable coins. And Coinbase has kind of opposed the bill because hey, it was one of their USPs. Like, then why would like it kind of gives unfair advantage to its competitors. So Coinbase is opposing it, and which should be um, kind of so there is a stand of delays. Let's see, but we will see some kind of um, what do you call negotiations being done with Coinbase, and there will be in our in Indian terms it is called mandavli. It is like a compromise, but between two parties, especially when there is kind of a Mexican standoff. So we'll see. I don't think the White House will let down its biggest of sponsors, so that will go on. Portugal joins growing list of countries cracking down on poly market. Yeah, betting with crypto, uh, a lot of speculation about money laundering going on. But I think it's just that all the governments want their cut of the poly market profit. Uh, I don't blame them, but hey, otherwise, same old news. Michael Saylor bought some more Bitcoin. Bit Bitmine bought some more Ethereum. Uh, Trump added 1.4 billion in crypto-related assets to family fortune since inauguration. I don't know how the Trump coin is doing, or the Melania coin, or the rest, but hey, profit definitely had a lot of profit. So good for them. Stable coin transactions rose to a record of 33 trillion. CFTC chair Mike Selig unveils future-proof initiative to upgrade crypto foresight. I don't a lot of buzzwords, so I'm not even going to read the article. Mm. Mastercard said to weigh zero hash investment after crypto company ends takeover talk. Yeah, so another kind of stalemate. People like, yeah, crypto wasn't right now, precious metals are the big thing. So crypto is kind of being ignored now. But money will flow back. We'll, we'll see how things unfold. Mike Novogratz Galaxy to launch 100 million crypto hedge fund. Mm, I don't know why. Like, eh, good for it. More investment coming in into crypto. Mr. Novogratz say we are going to 200K. I think so. Let's see. Central Bank of Iran purchased over 500 million in USDT to support its local currency and facilitate trade, according to Elliptic. I think Elliptic is a kind of a data tracking company. Oh, Nicholas Christopher 2132. Welcome back. Long time no see. Where are the Hex Asians? Most of them are in Asia, I suppose. If you are talking about the other hosts that used to be a part of this stream, well, everybody found their own new coin and went following after that. Uh, I so I still continue to run or utilize this channel because now it's kind of a sunk cost. Like I've tried hard to uh, tried hard to keep it going. Let's see. Yeah. And yeah, we do have like occasionally we do guests from other guests on stream. Yeah, but let's see. I'm just going was just going over the latest crypto news from a channel, news from Asia. Vietnam opens crypto exchange licensing with nearly $400 million in capital barrier to entry. Again, yeah, they are. Hey, do you think other hexations will make an appearance once price pumps again? I hope so, but I don't think so because mm, co- I think like coming back after the price pumps would be, at least if it was me, it would be kind of shameful. So plus, but the main guys, I think Crypto Wins, he streams with Cabana Crypto. Wales only has his own channel. He covers mostly the stock exchange now with some AI. I don't know. Last time I saw his stream, he goes off the deep end with about TikToks. And Papa B streams with DJ Cryptomatic on the What the Hex stream. So yeah, they have their own live streams as well. Uncle Kevin and Uncle Kevin, middle class working man, and CryptoWins launched their own token called B9, which has been I would say, I think Papa B was also involved, and it has been a failure to say the least. uh, but yeah, so I don't think they will be joining the live stream anytime soon. Plus, I don't know. I am not really that good as I think I haven't been a good co-host, so maybe not. And for yeah, and for who was that? Crypto King. I think he mostly talks about Silver now. He changed his username to Silver Sailor, which was which is kind of cooler, I would say. Um, I think it was his previous username, which he changed when he got involved more in crypto. And yeah, back to Silver once again. Once Bitcoin starts pumping again, we will see uh, a lot of old faces coming back. As far as the Hex community, we will all see a lot more faces coming back once ProveX launch. I really heard that. Oh yeah, is Silver the antidote still around? I think I've muted him on X, so I don't really know. I don't, I don't think he is. He, yeah, he, I think is a classic example of every time there is a price pump, he shows up. It kind of an indicator of this might be the top. So I haven't heard from him for a long time. Uh, Maybe it's a good thing. Uh, but yeah, I'm hoping with ProveX launch, there will be more positive movement on Pulse chain, and we'll have a lot of uh, faces melting, uh, and we will be people who have stayed in Hex Pulse, and Pulse X would be redeemed. Um, as far as ProveX is concerned, like I said, I did not sacrifice for it. I will probably buy it after the price dips. Oh, we have my very special friend Ahmed Nabil joining us. How are you? Good evening. I hope you stopped or changed your shift from graveyard shift. Uh, Not for nothing else than your mental and physical health. We will, and if you like to join, I have already shared the StreamYard link in chat, and the chat is like the stream is open to anybody who wants to join. Don't be shy. If you can turn off the camera and just speak. And my whole reason I kind of started live streaming was if I can live stream, anybody can. So I was hoping of more people would join. But now these streams are kind of a personal blog for me, as well as, I am trying to poison the Google AI by putting up content that is kind of not regular. Uh, I didn't sack for ProveX either, but it would be great to buy crypto peer to peer. Here's the deal. It is you can do that right now using ZK2P, and which is like the only thing ProveX does is it has its own token which burns. So I don't know if its protocol fees would be higher than that of Z, but we never know. We'll never know how things go. Um, but there haven't been any updates or information regarding update as to when the ProveX token will launch. My I want to like 4 more weeks is the age old meme, but I do expect a couple of like I said this like my assumption is either 2nd of February 2 which is a good number numerically, or you it could be 6th of Feb 2626. That would be uh, a good number. ZKP2P, yes, have already, I had already mentioned it one on a previous stream, but in like it's really not worth using it. Uh, if you like, my favorite currently is pulseln.com, which is like I found it most kind of useful, really quick as well. Like uh, it uses Zcash as well as PayMaya or the new Maya account, which are the digital wallets in the Philippines. So it's very convenient to buy Pulse Chain using that. Plus, look, even with ZKP, like if you really want anonymity for your crypto, then you will have to start by getting a fake new identity card. Uh, if you if you're not going to do that, then yeah, buying of any regular exchange would be good. But yeah, I'm not a crypto security expert, nor do I pretend to be. So take everything I say with a grain of salt. We were talking, so yeah, uh, Provex like 2nd Feb, 6th of Feb, uh, 8th of Feb is the Chinese New Year. That would also be a good uh, launch date. Then 14th of Feb, of course, a good day for a Valentine's Day gift. And which, by the way, is usually a red day for crypto because, yeah, crypto guys sell tokens to buy gifts for their loved ones. So be aware of that. So, but what the thing is, why is there a delay? I assume there have been like, yeah, I've said this before. The balances have to be checked or verified semi-manually. So yeah, it does take like because once the tokens are distributed, getting the balances right and the prices right uh, is going to be a bit hectic. So that's one thing. Second is setting up so that there is no front running, as well as kind of day zero, uh, what you call arbitrage tactics. So yeah, yeah, whatever happens. But hey, because I haven't sacrificed, I am kind of okay with it. I don't know who the people who sacrificed for the first time, how they are feeling. Uh, but yeah, it's going to be a bit nerve wracking. Uh, that was one thing. Yes, but while there haven't been any updates to ProveX, we did hear, or I did see Richard Hart's tweet that there have been updates to Pump.tires. And when it comes to Pump.tires, I kind of want to put up that Lion King meme that Simba, those are the dark lands. You should not visit there. It's like that. I stay away from pump tires, even though I do kind of regret it. It could have been very profitable to pump and dump meme coin, but I do not indulge in such tactics. So pump tires update. I'm not even going to bring that up on stream. Uh, but there is another update which I personally don't like, but because the person behind the update is kind of uh, a good guy, uh, in the sense. Uh, Wait, I have a visitor. Wait a minute. Hello, hello.
Yeah, hello Diraj. Hi, good evening.
How are you today?
Yeah,
Oh, we have another. Uh, oh, hello, Eco Builder.
Hey everybody.
How are you?
hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes. So yes, I was just about to bring up the Tugash's website. I forgot what was the link to it.
Pulsechainramp.com.
Yes. Let me see if I can open it, because first pulseramp.com is the bridge website, but this is
Pulsechain Ramp.
yes. So just a second, I will. How do, so you have become a kind of uh, highly active in the community again. Like, not that you weren't, but I think maybe I wasn't on social media as much, especially on X. So I haven't heard from you for a long time. Yes, this is the website. Uh, get on Pulse Chain the simple way. It shows how to set up a wallet on ramp. I don't know what. So yeah, it, it shows the on ramps for Philippines. Coins.ph. It used to be my previous go-to site, but we have better options now. So stab and how to buy crypto, how to bridge to Pulse chain, how to swap. Everything is available, and you can make a referral link, and I don't know, uh, you can use it to claim ramp tokens. Uh, I don't have a wallet set up here on this.
Yeah. So if people go down to the bottom of the main page, there at number 6, there's a referral link page. And what you do is you connect your wallet to the website. And in order to generate a referral link, you'll in your wallet run a function that will cost you 369 pulse. And so that's your blockchain activation that makes it to where your link um will pay attention to everybody that you refer to this website. And as people interact with the swapping feature on this website, then some pulse will be set aside. Not ramp token, not any other token, not stables, but pulse will be set aside for you. And you're the person, when you run that function for the referral link, you're the person who decides what your referral percentage will be. So you can set it, the default is 1%, but you can up it to 3% maximum using this site. And the minimum that you can select is 0.1%. And so the idea is to reward people who are onboarding folks to PulseChain. This is a feature that we were lacking inside of the postcards group. Whenever we're sending out all these postcards, one, we weren't following up with who was actually getting onboarded. We weren't taking people's names. But in this scenario, imagine you funding a postcard campaign, putting your referral link in a QR code in order for folks to follow through with what is this Pulse Chain stuff. Notice how this website is kind of boomer friendly in the colors that are chosen for the website are similar to traditional banks. Like this kind of looks like Citibank or Schwab, right, with the color scheme. So very friendly and very informative about Pulse Chain. So Togash, one of the guy who started Hex Postcards and Hex Daily Stats and hexstreamers.com, he's back at it again, creating tools for us to use here in our community. And I absolutely adore his initiative. I know that AI had a lot to do with this because he's utilizing that to help him design these things. He also hired some folks to help him out, and some people took the money and ran. Like it's a sad situation, but anyway, he followed through with this, and I think it's a great website, and the concept is exactly what I've been asking for a long time. Let's reward the people who put themselves out there with their promotional gear. And like most people, a lot of people in the community think that the best thing that they can do is create an SHIT coin and have somebody experience green candles. But how long does that stuff last? This actually has it to where you can be beating the drum all the time and get rewarded for it. Imagine yourself sending out promotional stuff and having it to where you're collecting percentages whenever it is that you're successful. I think it's lovely.
Yeah, and yeah, it does have its own token, but it's the ramp token, which I think it was launched via pump tires. So fair
But
launch, liquidity locked with PulseX, no admin key, etc.
the reason
I
why he launched that token was because he needed eyes on this website. He needed eyes on the project that he
look,
created, and he wasn't getting enough traction with the folks that were seeing it. Me personally, I was out of town whenever he launched this thing. I wasn't in communication with him, so I wasn't there to send it out to everybody that I've gotten my DMs and stuff. And you know how we have it to where like a lot of the folks they have so much to talk about, it takes a while for us to get around to being on their schedule. And then gatekeeping in all of crypto. Everybody's trying to keep some sort of an image of who they are out there on socials, so we're trying to get that out there. But the ramp token, I know it for a fact he was just trying to get people to pay attention to stuff. It was a success over just the weekend time period, and then and then it started going down. But that's not what your rewards are coming through in. Your rewards are coming through in Pulse. And how do you get that Pulse? It's not automatically contributed to your wallet. You need to go back to the website, connect your wallet again, and um, whenever you connect your wallet, it'll tell you how much Pulse is ready for you to claim, and then you click the claim and you run the function inside your wallet.
great, great, and also like yeah, like I am not blaming him for creating the new token, but, and also it's like if he hadn't, there would be probably a copy made of it once the website went live. So good thing he did it himself. Yeah, so that's kind of interesting. Mm, yeah, that was yeah, positive news. Other than that, yeah, you also share the news regarding Noob Decentral. Uh, if you, uh, what are the updates? I hear something about El Salvador.
Yeah, let's see. I can share my screen.
Yeah, I think you can. Do you see the option? Yeah.
Okay, so Noob Decentral, it started out as the reality TV idea. Inside the Hex community, there were people that said, "Hey, I've got property. Maybe you could do the reality TV there," sort of like a Big Brother situation. Um, so we were thinking about doing it in Texas. Then we were thinking about doing it in California. Whenever the California idea came around, I was getting more and more serious. We set up a tab inside of the Hex Guild Telegram group saying, "Hey, folks, if you're interested, please post some sort of a solo um, portrait video showing us yourself, and that you're really interested in it, and that you're able to take off 3 weeks or something like that from your work or your household." Um, and so I stepped away from doing the California idea whenever I had gameplay in a city scenario, because I was turned off by all the expenses that I was facing with the film crew. So it's and then also crypto prices dropped a bit, so my portfolio looked a little bit less nice. Then I traveled over to Nepal, and I experienced a third world country where prices were cheaper, and I started thinking, the US dollar could go a ways in these third world or second world countries. But the technology, the cell phones, the Wi-Fi, the 5G networks, they were all there. They were top of the line. So communication was top of the line over there in Nepal. So whenever I came back here to the States, uh, it just popped in my head that we could go to a place that expenses are a little bit less, and I could have it to where the influencers in a decentralized social media format could be the people that film themselves. So then it pops in my head, why don't we go down to Central America? Why don't we go down to the place El Salvador, where there's a country that has adopted Bitcoin as an official currency? These people are already primed toward blockchain technology, and so then I started thinking about it. Like, they've got neutral weather. They've got an airport, international airport, that's really easy to get to for all the people who are already in the States. If you're in Texas, you're in a prime location because it only takes like $150 to get a plane down there. So $300 for a round trip situation. If you're in other portions of the States, you might have to have a redirect flight, but it's not too much more there. And so I just went ahead and said, okay, that list of folks who said that they were willing a year ago, let's check back in with those guys. Let's tell them to get their passports if they haven't already. So there's probably a 45-day max wait to get a passport, and it might cost $110 to get a passport. Let's make sure they get their passport. Let's give Pulse Chain guys an experience in another country that is adopting Bitcoin, that is adopting blockchain stuff. So this thing is totally happening. I'm going down there, El Salvador, a week before we start this event, and I'm renting a house. And people are welcome to come down as they're available. And we're going to have 5 days of overlap time for all the influencers that get down there. I'll house them and I'll feed them. So what will I feed them? I'll just go down the street to a pupuseria and make a deal with those people to feed everybody as they wish. And what I'll do is I'll have it to where people are running scavenger hunts. And I'm not talking about like you have to go to one place to get a clue, then the next place, then the next place. Instead, either the night before or the morning of, I'll tell them what their task is. And people starting at the beginning of the day will race to complete the task. Each day is worth $500. And there's only one winner per day. So tell Pulse Chain influencers. Some of the guys in Twitter Spaces last night said that they were going to reach out to Tiger Crypto God, King, or whatever he is. I personally don't have a direct connect with him, but I've got Richard's brother interested, actually completely in line. I've got Josh Wu completely in line, ready to go. Then Crypto Truthican, our Truthican Hexakin over there in Dominican Republic. He's now raising funds in order for him to get over there. And then another guy that is promising towards the project is Dolo. I believe he's up in the Northeast. If you go and visit my page, or here at Noob Decentral, that's this, what you're looking at right now is the main handle for this project, NOOB Decentral on Twitter. And then also inside the Hex Guild, there's a tab for reality TV. So I've been posting some stuff about what's happening in El Salvador. This is a girl that's making pupusa. Let me explain to you what pupusa is. I experienced pupusa in Houston, but it is the main dish that they have spread around the world. It's where it's a flat pancake that's a white corn pancake that's stuffed with cheese and possibly pulled pork. So a meat and a cheese, most likely, and it's served with salsa and pickled vegetables. So you'll have salsa and pickled vegetables on the table as you're ordering and being served up these pupusas. And let's see, this is the international airport. Inside of the international airport, really nice airport. You know, they adopted Bitcoin, made it an official currency a few years back. They pulled back from making it an official currency last year, but so many people have gotten exposure to it. Also, there's a place that's got the nickname of being Bitcoin Beach. That town is called El Zonte, Zonte, along the coast. That's where a lot of expats have gone and Bitcoiners from around the world. Max Kaiser is over there in that town, I believe. So they've got Bitcoin millionaires. Here's Crypto Truthican, and he's doing fundraiser stuff. Here's Dolomite or Dolo. I think he's RX_Dolo. This is whenever I sent him some mail earlier. I just retweeted that. This guy Slimewell, he's starting to post some memes about him getting interested in wanting to go. And here's Richard's brother. That's Shane Schuler, the Rob token guy. So we're embracing the influencers who have their own thing going on Pulse Chain and saying, hey, you know, come out, do your thing. You will be the film crew, so to alleviate me of the expense of a film crew, we'll have it to where these guys, as they're going and doing the tasks through the day in order to complete the $500 challenge, they'll have to film themselves completing the challenge and post it to socials. So our community will experience through socials decentralized media. And then maybe we'll take what didn't make it on the internet and what did make it on the internet whenever we get back, compile that stuff and make it into video with one large video or seasons. So be it. We'll figure it out. Shane Schuler came to my place the other day, right in the middle of the ice storm that we were experiencing over here in Texas. And he experienced a little bit of slippery roads. I was told he did a 360 in the middle of the highway, which I haven't yet done, but one of my girlfriends has done. So I guess that's a bucket list I need to complete at some point. Once again, there's Truthican, and this here is the only poster that I've made so far for the event. It says here the time period, mid-April is what we're shooting for. As in this next week, as I get more of an understanding of who's available and when they're available, we'll figure out the 5 days that everybody's overlapping. And like I said, I'm going to go there early and leave late. But the exact dates haven't been set yet. But what's on everybody's to-do list right now is to make sure that they have their passports in line, because that's the most important thing right now. That and fundraising. You know, the fundraising of who wants to help me put on this event, who trusts me enough. You know, I've got a project wallet out there. In this thread, I list the project wallet that you can help me out, and then you can also help out the folks that are trying to get down there, the influencers. So if you want to sponsor one of the influencers, notice down in the bottom right of this graphic, I've got all sorts of tokens and suggestions down there. I've got Internet Money, Liberty Swap, PDAI, Peacock, Rob Token. I've got all these, and Hex, of course. I've got all these tokens listed because the idea is like, if somebody wants to sponsor one of these days, please bring some sort of a suggestion to me. Maybe we could make it to where the prize for the day is your token. Maybe we could make it to where you like an influencer, a particular influencer, and you want to sponsor them throughout the whole thing. Maybe you want to send them a shirt so that they wear your t-shirt whenever it is that they're competing and videoing themselves. So here is the international airport. It is south of the main capital city, is over here in a valley inside the mountains. But south of that, in the coastal plains, is where this international airport was built. And so, like I say, the flights from the United States are really easy to get into this. And then we're able to travel up and down the coastline here. And the furthest west that I'll do any of those competitions will be over here at the Bitcoin Beach in El Zonte. So that's this far west side that's sandwiched between the ocean and the mountains that are really close to the shore. So basically it's you know, it's in the hills or in the mountains, the city is. And I never have been to Orange County, Malibu Beach, but I imagine it's quite similar, where the ocean meets the mountains. And then down here in the coastal plains, you know, it flattens out and everything. But this area is probably 150 kilometers wide that we're looking at. And like I say, the expenses are less than what you experience in the United States, probably 60% the expense. So that's what I'm looking at with renting the house, feeding folks, and that's what people are looking at if they want to rent a bike, like a motorbike, or a car, or get a taxi to take them around places. We have laughed about hiring some females whenever we're down there for entertainment. I would like for it to be where, and prostitution is legal, and it's advertised in the newspapers. I was told by one of the guys in Twitter Spaces who travels the world, to, whenever I get down there, create a Tinder account. And here's some alpha for you. Create a Tinder account. Then after about 3 days, the Tinder will offer you a 40% discount for Tinder Premium. You sign up for the Tinder Premium, and then that allows you to isolate down to the exact city that you're inside of and only communicate with those gals. And the idea there is just like, we may not have so many females inside of crypto and stuff, and so just to have some fun. What I would like is for the end of every day for folks to be able to retreat back to the house and us all eat together, have a meal together for dinner, and talk about our day and let a load off, whatever. Hopefully we'll get into Twitter Spaces at that point and report back to folks. So these are my thoughts. This is definitely happening. I'm, I'll be down there with vacationing basically. And these other guys are figuring out how they're also going to get down there. If you're doing the math in your head, what I'm offering up is room, board, and $2,500 worth of prizes because it's 5 days, $500 each. Go ahead and communicate with your friends who are interested in being Pulse Chain influencers. Here is Dolo at his RX_Dolo account on Twitter. He's showing off shirts that he already has printed with one of his side gigs that he's been wanting to do. And so this is one of his ways that he would like to do fundraising. He's probably facing $500 flight costs to get down there. But Crypto Truthican has a much larger expense because he's over in Dominican Republic and he has to pay a tax to exit his own country because his country is not allowed to shed. It's such a poor country, Dominican Republic. They're not allowed to shed people out into the world. So there's a heavy tax that he'll have to pay. But he's very active on the socials, asking people to help him out.
That is kind of weird. Like moving, like for tourism, I don't think there should be separate tax. But hey, whatever. Europeans and their weird taxes, you know. And of course, if you are in the US, you have a special way of going to El Salvador for free. Just contact, the 1-800 number. No, I'm not going to even joke about it. Regarding the alpha you gave, I will give you even better alpha.
All right.
Just search on Craigslist. There will be offers available for personal ads. They are available on Craigslist, if that is so. And yeah, also like there is Facebook dating as well, which you can use. So it gives, I think it gives better. Also, I would have come, but we have Bitcoin Beach here in the Philippines as well, which I have been to. Um, I so that's another thing. Like not just Bitcoin Beach. It is called the Bitcoin Island. It was one of the first places to accept payment in Bitcoin. It's called Boracay Beach, and one of the most, I think one of the, like, it's a very beautiful beach, but it is very touristy place. Yes, a lot of sexpats uh, go there. It's like party island, so that's a different thing. I guess it would be the same in El Salvador. But what I just want to say is be careful, man. Like crypto, El Salvador, high net worth individuals become easy targets. We already know the example of Richard in Panama. So be very careful. Make sure before hiring anything else, make sure you have security hired. Is what I would say. And we have Jasul joining us for some late coffee. Yeah, that's one. The
Important. And so in the background, you should be able to hear the theme song that we came up with last year whenever this idea was going to happen in California. This is created by FOMO Baggins. He has now become a pulse chainer, just hovering around, a creative that's been hovering around inside of our community or over there on Twitter and inside the Telegram. And so he created this awesome, could have sold on a double, create another sacrifice for us, Richard. And what's really funny is this was before PulseX SAC.
Great. So yeah, AI. AI generated music, I think it is, but I kind of like it. You have to be very selective. Some of the songs are, yeah, they are good. I I don't like the naysayers saying like, oh, AI music lacks soul. It's just like,
Yeah, this was combed
what?
out a bit though. Like we had a bit back and forth.
Okay. So yeah, hopefully, what was it? Mid-April.
Mid-April. Yeah.
Ch- Change it to mid-May, maybe. Kind of. uh, j- Mid-May, maybe. But hey, that would be just because April people feel at least I feel there is a chance of April Fools. May sounds better. By the way, I forgot to share news from the Philippines. I'll just bring that up for a little. This happened in the Philippines just yesterday. Um, there is this town called the mayor of the town got attacked with an RPG launcher, Maguindano, which is southern Mindanao province, which is kind of known for its violence. Um, so I didn't expect this happening in the Philippines, but yeah, this is also happening. I'll stop sharing this.
Were you
Uh,
gonna show the video of that?
a video is not available
Okay.
uh, to me.
So everybody who doesn't know what happens when that RPG shoots, it's a direct hit, but the car was armored enough that it didn't harm the people inside, and it was able to continue driving.
Yeah, lucky. But there were the skirmish did have some fatalities. That's again things are happening. The world is becoming a very violent place. Also, yesterday was Indian Republic Day, the day India launched its constitution or enforced its constitution. Um, there is a Republic Day parade. If you search on YouTube, you might be able to. I remember in when I was young, I used to like, yeah, we had to go to school uh, just for flag hoisting, and after that, everybody sat down in front of the television to watch the Republic Day parade. Uh, Now I don't like it as much, but it's a great show, especially if you search for. I think there is a special battalion of motorcyclists, and they do all kind of crazy circus tricks, I would say. If I can bring up, let it be. I am not going to bring up the video. But to all my Indian viewers who might come across this video, a very happy Republic Day. That's about it. Other than that, I I feel sorry, Ahmad, if you are listening. Sorry, but the noise from background noise on the mic was too loud. I muted it, and I don't know whether he got offended, but he is busy. He is an ICU technician, and he's very busy, so he left the live stream. Uh, Sorry for that, but I hope nothing personal. Yeah, that's. I think we have covered most of the things I wanted to. As for me, I have been doing okay. I would say, like, yes. I'm just happy to be alive. The yeah, I am. I would say almost have AI psychosis. I am trying to work on a project. I do have developer friends, nothing who, and we are planning to have a hackathon soon. We are working on a different platform altogether, nothing related to crypto, but SAS, no, SaaS platform, software as a service. I don't I don't have anything to do with it, but I will still promote it because he's my best friend, I would say. So a hackathon, I may like have was planning to ask for sponsorships, but I may have to do away with it. Let's see how things go. I may reach out to other companies. Everything is planned. I also was planning to launch something. Uh, Hopefully, I can by the Chinese New Year. No tokens involved. Even though I kind of regret, maybe I should also launch a token on pump tires and then maybe use it for marketing. But I am kind of lazy. Oh, thank you. It's okay, no problem. He says. So my conscience has been cleared. Um, what else? How was Nepal?
It was wonderful.
Uh, did you get a Nepali girlfriend? Uh,
No, I didn't act on any of the opportunities.
uh, but I guess, did you visit Everest?
I saw
Or
Everest from a distance.
yeah, they like Nepal, like yeah, their kind of economy mainly depends on tourism. So yeah,
They're
for
very nice
the
to
tourist
tourists.
areas are highly developed. I think it is kind of similar here as well. Like the tourist areas are highly developed. If you go to the rural parts, it's yeah, a guy traveling on a yak, that kind of thing.
Which
Forecast. Jasul is asking if I'm building a forecaster app. Uh, Not exactly, but and I did look into it. I don't know whether it would be worth it, but I do have something at the back of my mind with the Farcaster app. Not the app itself, but its code is open source. We can make a different app using it, but it would take a lot of developer time. Currently have that. I don't currently have that. Question for you. Did you try the Mad Honey in
I I was told about the Mad Honey by the guy that I was accompanying because it was Paul Wheaton's place up in Montana where I ran into a guy whenever he was young and straight out of his mom's basement. And then he started becoming a truck driver. He's a Mormon. He had no time of a dating life. So he hops on a Mormon website for dating. He runs into a Nepalese girl on this Mormon website who was raised Hindu and decided to be Mormon. And so, through a long distance relationship, they got engaged. And he was saying like, "Hey, next time I go over there, would you have interest?" And I was like, "Yeah, I've been wanting to travel the world. I would like to know. Keep me in mind." So we start talking about going over there, and then their revolution hit, where they sacked the prime minister's place, but they didn't sack the president's place. The president and prime minister have two different positions in the government. The president is more like an ambassador, more like a home greeter of the country and neighboring countries, while the prime minister has more to do with law, is my understanding. But the president also has the capability of liquidating representatives or an entire panel of representatives to restart. So that certain gentleman who got me into this whole thing, he told me they love tourism. They will protect you. If there's any harmful situations going on with the riots and stuff like that. So I went ahead and scheduled my flight, probably at a discount because of all this turmoil stuff going on, whatever. Like literally the buildings are on fire. And whenever I got there, whenever the highway goes past those buildings, I was able to see all the soot coming out the windows, So he was talking about how he wanted to acquire a lot of this mad honey and bring it back to the States to share with his buddies, his roommates and stuff. And he never had interest in getting it. But once we went through a certain town, there were a lot of honey shops. And so I stopped into one of them and I asked him, like, hey, could I try all of these honeys? So then from behind a table, and to the amazement of other people in the store, the guy brought out all these samples, and it just so happens that the one I liked was called cave honey or rock honey, and I believe that's what that stuff is. But I didn't have it at such a huge potency as what I was expecting. So I think I did experience it just at a lower potency.
Yeah,
I don't know.
like I am kind of frankly scared of trying other hallucinations, mainly because you don't know what like you cannot test. Like I like marijuana. You can see the leaves. You can tell whether it, and if you smell it, like you can tell whether it has been sprinkled with something else. So
somebody make a
like
meme. Meme this guy. Meme him.
What is to meme about it? Like, but yeah, also like you reminded me of that joke. That there is this guy who gives an interview when how to save on travel. The best places to visit are after a terrorist attack.
Yeah.
Because first of all, what's the chance of lightning hitting twice? So it's much safer. Plus, all the tourist spots are empty. Everything is at a discount. You save a lot of money.
So I
And
spent
you get
$1,700 on my round trip flights. So that flies from Austin to Dallas, Dallas to Doha, which is Doha, which is Qatar, and then from Qatar over to Nepal. And there's just one international airport that's open basically in Nepal, but they have a few other airports. But China and India have so much influence upon Nepal. As I understand it, China had paid for one of their airports that they don't even use.
Nepal, India have a kind of a close relationship. China is, and the I think what you were speaking about, the president and prime minister, the structure is, I think, similar to India, which is kind of like what is mostly based on the what do you call British parliamentary system. The even I am like I I'm a bit confused, but like it's the prime minister has control over the House of Commons kind of thing. It's complicated. I don't want to go there. Uh, yeah.
And if anybody's
So
interested in how is it that I got around the country, it's not advisable that you take planes all throughout the country. It's not as safe. Instead, uh, the bus systems are great, and so you just hop on a bus. It costs you like, I don't know, $20, $10 to get from one large city to another. So we went from Kathmandu, the main city, out to Pokhara, which is um, a lake city and a very popular vacation spot for the entire country. There's a natural lake there, um, and in a valley, and it's close to the mountains. And that was traveling west. And then we traveled south to Lumbini, which is said to be the birthplace of Buddha. So there's a lot of monuments. There's an entire mall of uh, where countries have created um, Buddhist palaces of their own on this rectangular mall that you can see from satellite imagery. It's down in the plains in the south of Nepal, almost to the edge of India. So check that out on Google Maps. See if you can find it before you even type it in. That's called Lumbini, but see if you can find it. It's a tall rectangle of green, and there's a lot of little jungle areas that haven't been developed yet with palaces or walkways or monuments. And that was one of the places where at night I shut my eyes and I thought I was inside of a video game, and then I immediately fell asleep. So there's things that happen to me in the dream worlds that I can't yet explain. And I am a meditator. You guys know that I've meditated live on air multiple times. And then from that spot, we headed east over to a jungle area called Chitwan, Chitwan. And that's a place where you can hire folks to take you on tours that are like safari tours where you can see rhinos. No rhinos went through the streets, but I'm told that every once in a while they come roaming through the streets. There were people who had elephants for us to ride, which we didn't do. Those were supposedly really expensive. I was just going along with my friend and his fiance and what they advised we do. And she had all the local apps for payments electronically. Basically, they have their own PayPal type apps, and they have other apps that made it to where we were able to really easily travel. Uh, and so she was the one who was like organizing all this stuff, and then was also the Nepalese face that would go and approach business owners like, hey, what kind of deal can you get us on this thing or that? And then us two white boys would show up and be a part of the party of three. So Chitwan was this jungle area, and then after that we went back north to Kathmandu, the main city. Then that's when me and my buddy went out to the east side of Kathmandu over to a palace, a monastery called Namo Buddha. And from a hilltop outside of Kathmandu, we were able to see the top of Everest at a great distance from us. It wasn't the biggest thing on the horizon. Instead, it was a little nipple that stuck out behind other peaks because we were so far away from it. But Everest is on the border with Tibet, which is now or currently China. So it was really far out there. but it was awesome that we were able to see it at least. That was one of my to-do lists while I was there.
Great, great. Like usually for like Indians, for a lot of Indians, Nepal is their first international trip. It wasn't for me, but I haven't gone there. I kind of missed the opportunity. I My friends went there for a kind of, I don't remember what. There was some festival they went, but yeah, that's yeah, it's on my bucket list, but when it will be fulfilled, I don't know. But mainly like uh, for like me, like Nepal and Northeast India is very similar, so that is even kind of cheaper, I guess. I think, don't know exactly.
The Northeast India that's above Bangladesh, you're saying?
Uh, no, no. Like it's uh, below Bangladesh, kind of. So it's good. A lot of tourist places. But currently, I feel happy to be in one place, nothing to do. Like I said, the world is kind of becoming more violent. I like it to be at peace in my own room. Plus, I pay a substantial amount in rent. Not exactly, but still, I pay for a rent. I utilize the room to the maximum. Yeah. Other than that, uh, that's about it from my end. I would like it's. I would like to end the live stream. If you want to talk uh, off screen, uh, stay. I don't have. I can't play outro music, so it's the Irish goodbye. That is, I will just end the live stream.
Bye, everybody.
That's about. Bye. Hopefully, I will be able to stream next Monday. Um, and yeah, do visit Noob Central on.
Noob Decentral on Twitter, please.
Thank you. Bye bye.